adaptations. And with Colby's help today, I'd love to highlight a few of these for you all. First is simply the shape of his body. So if you take a look at Colby and use a little bit of your imagination, you're going to notice he's shaped kind of like a torpedo. So he's bigger in the middle and then smaller on the ends. This is what's called a hydrodynamic body shape. It allows a seal or a sea lion to quickly cut through the water without wasting a lot of time or energy. He's also got those lovely long whiskers on the side of his nose. These whiskers have specialized nerve endings in the tips called vibrissae, which he can voluntarily extend in and out. So if a seal or sea lion were ever swimming through really dark or murky water, he can extend those whiskers out just like he's showing off, and he can sense the vibrations in the water to feel if any fish were swimming by or to avoid any predators as well. Ladies and gentlemen, he did a great job showing those off, so let's put those hands together for Colby. Very nicely done, Colby. He's also got those great big eyes. Seals and sea lions have excellent vision, and they can see just as well below the surface of the water as they can above. But they are colorblind, so Colby sees his environment in shades of black, gray, and white. And some recent scientific research has shown that they might be able to see some shades of blue as well. He's doing a great job retrieving those rings. You all have the right idea. Very nicely done, Colby. One final adaptation I would love to point out is his long and flexible neck. So sea lions, just like Colby, actually lack a clavicle or a collarbone, and they have extra vertebrae. So this allows him to bend himself almost completely in half. It's definitely very helpful in making those sharp, quick turns in the water. But ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to see right now is them showing off all of those adaptations to be able to catch these rings. As I'm sure you can imagine, what they're about to do is very difficult. It definitely impresses me every single time that they do it. Very nicely done, you two. And you can see how he actually extended those whiskers out from his nose so he could feel the vibrations of those rings. And ladies and gentlemen, our animals and our trainers aren't perfect, so let's put those hands together for him to give us some encouragement. Very nicely done, you two. These animals are so well adapted to their marine environment. Very nicely done, Colby and Jackie. Excellent job. These animals are so well adapted to their marine environment. Colby can hold his breath for up to 20 minutes at a time if he wanted to. Definitely very impressive. Excellent job, you two. Now that you've gotten to meet some of our harbor seals as well as our California sea lions, many people actually commonly confuse these two species. But with Colby's help, I'd love to highlight a few of the differences for you all. The first difference between all seals and sea lions is the smallest, so you'll have to look closely. There are the ears right on the side of his head. So if you take a look at Colby, you can see he has those little ear flaps on the side called external pinnae. They kind of look like little Tootsie Rolls on the side of a sea lion's head. But if you look at a seal, you may not be able to notice any ears. All you can really see is a small hole or a bump about an inch behind their eye. Second difference Colby is showing off, and it is their front flippers. Sea lions have those great big front flippers. They're about the size of our human arms. Colby uses them to help propel himself through the water, and then a sea lion can reach a burst speed of up to 20 to even 25 miles an hour in the water. Seals move quite differently in the water since they have those really small front flippers that are only about the size of our hands. They'll use their front flippers to steer through the water, and then a seal will push together their hind flippers, fan them out, and move them in a side-to-side motion called sculling. And this can help the seal reach speeds in the water of between 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then the final difference between all seals and all sea lions, definitely my personal favorite, is how they move right up here on land. So if you think about our sea lions today, they were able to walk or run on land using all four of their flippers. And this is because they have a rotating hip bone, so they can easily rotate their hind end up under their bodies and walk or run on land. If you think back to Coco and Parker, they move quite differently on land. Often people laugh when they see a seal because they kind of look like a great big